today I am repairing my rough end. I usually only work outside of the wall, like putting on shower heads, putting on new knobs, you know, and new faucets. Yeah, cool. But I have never ever been inside the wall. I've never done a rough end. I've repaired the rough end from outside when it broke before, but it didn't break like this. This is like totally broken. So I'm trying to debate. I tried screwing it back in because there's water just shooting down into the basement, but that did not work. So I just wish it was fixed. I wish that was fixed, but it's not. It's just dangling. And I looked in there trying to see if there's any way that I can take this off and then try to see how to repair it, but it doesn't come off. It doesn't screw back in. And I've tried. As lefty loosey, righty tighty. Nothing happening. So I have to take this whole piece of towel out. I'm going to cut it out. It's already cracked here, so I don't think I'm going to replace it. I'm most likely going to put tape across here or something because I'm going to tear this whole shower install out and replace everything. I can do that. I can take all of this out and replace it. So that means I need to start making some money and working more hours or something, or find a better job, because I have a lot of work. I have a lot of projects that I've started and I can't finish because I don't have the funds to finish them. But we make it because light, gas, and all of that stuff is so much more important to pay. And everything else just has to work the best it can work. But this I have to fix. I don't know how long it's been really broken on the inside or how much water, because really I haven't been in my basement for like a week, so I don't know how long the water's been dripping down into the basement. But I'm gonna cut this out with and now I'm just going to cut this piece of tile out and redo it. Always wear protective equipment. Although I did start out with just the goggles on cutting, I didn't have on a mask on. I always wear the protective gear, the proper protective gear, which is a mask, it's a non-breathing mask, and goggles, so you don't get anything in your eye. Okay guys, I am in, and this is what it's looking like. Yes, I love my thin tool. Yeah, I know they sell $99 ones, and they may work okay, but nothing works like a fin. I mean, this tool was the best investment. I can cut through everything and do everything. And just make sure you know where your plumbing is at before you cut through the wall. Now, mind you, this is the first time I've ever done worked on a rough end this way. So bear with me, guys, and hope I can do this right, because this is the problem here. This is broken all the way. So I'm going to try to figure out how to fix that. Okay, the best thing to do is just refer to other YouTube videos. Okay, really, I'm not having any regrets about taking this apart, because I really think if I take a wire brush and clean this debris from here and put a new tape on here and seal it, I probably can get away with a repair right now. Because in the future, I really want this probably replaced. New knobs, new everything, new handles, and have everything checked for the rust and everything, because it's pretty rusty. So I don't regret taking it out. But I think I'm going to try to do that because I can't screw it back on. I think it's because of all the rust and debris that is around here. So I'm going to try brushing that off with a wire brush. It had unseated itself, and when I'm tightening it and trying to keep it from leaking, I had pulled it out too far. So I need to put one wrench here. Can you get that close up right here? One wrench here and one here, and it's going to push it back in the seat. That way, I don't have to buy any parts. So I just put some more PTFE thread on here. I'm just going to tighten it up, and probably won't use the cold water because I have a electric hot water heater that we can tighten up, and we can not tighten up. We can make hot or cold, you know. So we can just use a shower. My youngest son taught me that one. I didn't even know that. I mean, I know I could adjust the heat, but I didn't think about adjusting it to take a shower. Let me see. I think I need to do it just a little more. Yeah, I need to take that off. They're new and I forgot to take that off. That's about as tight as it's going to get. And then I just got to tighten it up here. And there are tools that you can use, plumbing tools. And one day I probably will buy me some, but I didn't think I would be doing plumbing work a lot, so I usually just rent them and take it back. Okay, wait a minute. I think I'm going the wrong way. You cut. Okay, guys. I got this thing off here because this, for some reason, is, I guess, made into this. It doesn't come out. So I'm thinking this is the problem. Well, I'm hoping this is the problem and it'll solve it. It looks like it's broken. I'm not going to take another one apart to compare it. But to me, it looks, see the edges here? They look broken. Focus here. See it? How uneven that is? So I'm going to try and buy another one of these. I'm hoping that they have it at Menards. If they don't, I'm going to try to go to a plumbing supply or try to see if I can order this piece because it's such an old unit. I know it's probably something rare, but I'm going to go see if I can find this and replace it. And also probably put another seal on the, make sure it has a seal on it like this. Wish me luck, guys. Yeah. Figured out what it was. It's actually broken off in there. I have my muscle-fied son helping me. And he's turning, but my hands are red and hurting. So he's taking over and he's going like a champ. He's getting the broken piece out right now. This thing about having boys, make sure you feed them good so they can help you out in things. Okay, guys. It's out. My son worked with it, I worked with it, and we both got it out. I just got it out. What I did, I could not find my WD-40. But I'm a mother, and I always keep other stuff handy. And you would not believe what I used instead of WD-40. This is not an advertisement that I'm being paid for. Burt's Bees Herbal Insect Repellent. No, I put this on there. It's not the top that came with it, but this is what I use instead of WD-40. Thank you, Mr. Burt Bees Outdoor Herbal Insect Repellent. Thank you. All done. No leaking. Oh, but it's cruddy from all the stuff that I knocked down. Clean it up, bleach the wall up. I don't know why people, believe me, this grout was yellow when I moved into the house. So I want to tear all this out and just put new tile. Because I don't like these real large tiles. It's more like a floor tile on the wall. And I don't like it. But it takes money and time. Just like this took money and time. But it's done. And I'll show you what it looks like when I put the wall back on. And how I put the wall back on, I'm just going to glue it. That's the end of the video to let you know how I'm going to put this back in there. I have some all-purpose sheetrock joint compound that I'm going to use. And yes, I'm a girl and I love duct tape. You don't really have to do this, but I'm doing it just for the backing, you know, because a lot of the backing got ripped off. So this is just a backing, you know, and I'm going to put the drywall compound all around. This tape is just going to go all the way down to, as far as I can put it, I think to right here. And these will be free to move so they won't get caught on the tape. And the bottom, I'm just going to put a whole lot of joint compound here. Because there was one piece that was broken off anyway. Oh, where did it go? It's somewhere around here. and I'll put that back in. But hopefully in the future, I'll be able to redo the whole wall. And you'll be able to see that video. But in the meantime, I'm going to deal with this one. I'm going to get some white grout. And I'm going to wipe this out. Because I've tried bleaching it. I've tried doing everything. It is actually yellow grout. As you can see right here. It is actually yellow. Why would you put yellow on this? I don't know. Maybe that's all they could afford or get. But I'm going to turn it all white. And I'm going to seal it up. Until I'm able to redo this whole wall. Because it's wood at the top. Yes, wood. So I wanted to have tile going all the way to the top. So I'll show you a picture of this when I'm done. Can't even tell, other than the yellow grout, which the white grout makes this tile that I do not, you know, it's a pretty tile for the floor. It's just not a pretty tile to me for a shower. But I am going to, this is how it's going to look when I white it all out. That does look better. So I'm going to polish it up, take off the yellowing, and just white it out for about a year until I can save up and knock it all down and start over. But this is the way it's looking. And this is now. And I'll slide in a picture of before. And now I'm going to protect it. And now I'm going to protect it. I put a little, although this is just drywall putty. I put some sealant over it, some grout sealant, to maybe keep the moisture down. I'm going to put the duct tape over it. So when my sons take a shower, it won't, you know, grab so much moisture and it'll have time to dry. So I'm going to put plastic. No, I'm just going to put the duct tape over it. That should help. And maybe, yeah, just duct tape. All done and ready for a shower. Of course, not really, because we got to clean up all this mess that I made. And crud out the wall. It's all in the tub. So, let's give it a test, guys. It's running. Hey, yeah, gotta clean up the crud. Let's test the shower. It's working. Nothing exploding so far. You know what? Although it's brand new, I don't even want to use the cold water, but I'm going to turn it on to test it to make sure it works. Let's see, guys. Oh, it's working! Yeah! I'm sorry, I got too excited there. It's working. Okay, let's see if it can work in the shower. There it goes. Okay. Gotta let everything dry now. I don't want everything to be wet. I'm going to put the tape on and I'm going to let it dry. Clean up everything and then we can take a shower. Thank you guys for watching my video. This is Angie and I'm doing it in the day I did a